Hello students, welcome to Siddhapur Mathematics Academy. So already in the last class we started with the mathematical induction and I explained the simple and easiest way to solve the problems under mathematical induction. Already you are familiar, formulas are there, just we are proving that results, and I explained that all the concepts also. See that common heading in exercise 4.1 from NCERT. Prove the following by using the principle of mathematical induction. MI means mathematical induction for all n belongs to n. See, this is the first question and we are familiar in the solution. The first step is what? For n is equal to 1, LHS is 1. And what about RHS? Wherever n is there, we are replacing it by 1. 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1. That means the result is true for LHS and RHS are equal. So, the result is true for n is equal to 1. N is equal to 1. Yes, have you remembered the second step? So, it is nothing but we are assuming the result is true for n is equal to k. Let us assume that the result is true for n is equal to k. It is 1 plus 3 plus 3 square continuation. 3 raised to k minus 1 is equal to 3 raised to k minus 1 divided by 2. In the third step, by adding k plus 1th term, that is, we have to write, I explained that method also, we have to write the last term of left side and wherever k is there replacing by k plus 1 minus 1 get cancels. We have to add 3 raised to k on both the sides. So, here we are adding 3 raised to k on both the sides. I am writing a required result here, 3 raised to n minus 1 divided by 2. Now, take the, as usual we have to solve only right side. Take the LCM, LCM is 2, 3 raised to k minus 1 plus 2 into 3 raised to k divided by 2. See, x plus 2x is what? 3x. Exactly below I am writing 3 raised to k plus 2 into 3 raised to k is 3 into 3 raised to k. For the first and the last term, it is 3 into 3 raised to k minus 1 divided by 2. And they are in the form of what? A raised to m into a raised to n. A raised to m into a raised to n is a raised to m plus n. It is 3 raised to 1 plus k minus 1 divided by 2. So, this completes the simplification of all the steps, and you know that after simplification wherever k is there, try to write as a k plus 1, but already it is k plus 1. See, in that if you write the n, we are getting the same answer. Therefore, the result is true for n is equal to k plus 1. Now, write on the conclusion, that is, the result is true for n is equal to 1. The result is true for n is equal to k implies the result is true for n is equal to k plus 1 for all n belongs to Yes. Moving to the second problem in exercise 4.1. That is already we completed, that is 1 cube plus 2 cube. In the first class only I explained that 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube. Third one, moving to the third one, because second I completed, it is 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 2 plus 1 upon 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus continuation plus 1 upon 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus continuation plus n is equal to 2n upon n plus 1. But till now we completed 4 examples. In the first class 3 examples and 1 I completed now. So what you observed, if you know the last term of left side, then only you can write the third step. Here yes, the last term of a left side is given, but it is not in the standard form, because this one is the standard formula that I gave in the first class, first sum. So this formula is what? 1 upon 1 plus 2 plus 1 upon 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus continuation. It is 1 upon n into n plus 1. Only for denominator I am writing a formula. 2n upon n plus 1. Now this fraction is present in the denominator. Two upon n into n plus 1 is equal to 2n upon n plus 1. This is a given example is written like this. Now apply the steps. For n is equal to 1, LHS is 1, RHS is 2n upon n plus 1. That is LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore, the result is true for n is equal to 1. Next step is what? Let us assume that second step. Let us assume that the result is true for n is equal to k. Wherever n is there, we are writing as a k. Now third step, adding k plus 1th term. I will explain, I already explained the concept, now also I will explain that. By adding k plus 1th term, that is 2 upon k into k plus 1. Wherever k is there, replace it by k plus 1. That means what you are adding? We are adding 2 upon k plus 1 into k plus 2 on both the sides. 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 2 plus 1 upon 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus continuation 2 upon k into k plus 1 plus 2 upon k plus 1 into k plus 2 is equal to 2k upon k plus 1. Say for this only we are adding, plus 2 upon k plus 1 into k plus 2. For the same result we are adding the k plus 1th term. Now we have to simplify only the right side. Already you are familiar. So before taking a LCM, can we take any term common? Yes. 2 upon k plus 1 common k plus 1 upon k plus 2, 2 upon k plus 1, it is k into k plus 2 plus 1 upon k plus 2. 2 upon k plus 1, k square plus 2k plus 1 divided by k plus 2. 2 upon k plus 1 and it is a square plus b square plus 2ab. K plus 1 whole square divided by k plus 2. One term is cancelled with this. It is 2 into k plus 1. K plus 2 I am writing as k plus 1 plus 1. That is, in place of k plus 1 if you write n, you will get 2n upon n plus 1 and that is the required answer. Therefore, the result is true for n is equal to k plus 1. That means what we proved? That is, the result is true for n is equal to 1, comma. The result is true for n is equal to k implies the result is true for n is equal to k plus 1 for all positive integral values of n. For all n belongs to n means positive integral values of n. Moving to the next question, that is question number 4. One into 2 into 3. It is not dot. 1 into 2 into 3 plus 2 into 3 into 4 plus 3 into 4 into 5 plus continuation plus n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 is equal to n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 divided by n plus 3 whole divided by 4. So, as usual, the first step is very simple in the solution. For n is equal to 1, write down the LHS. LHS is 1 into 2 into 3, that is 6. What is RHS? N into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3 divided by 4, that is 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 3 divided by 4. So, it is 2 into 3 into 4 divided by 4. 4 get cancelled, 6. Here also we got 6 and right side is also 6. Therefore, LHS is equal to RHS, that is, the result is true for n is equal to 1. Yes, what is the second step? Let us assume that the result is true for n is equal to k, that is 1 into 2 into 3 plus 2 into 3 into 4 plus 3 into 4 into 5 plus continuation plus k into k plus 1 into k plus 2 is equal to k into k plus 1 into k plus 2 into k plus 3 whole divided by 4. And third step, adding. By adding k plus 1th term, that is, write on the last term of left side and wherever k is there replace it by k plus 1. That means what we have to add? K plus 1 k plus 2, k plus 3 on both the sides. So you will get k plus 1, k plus 2, k plus 3. Next, to write the right side, there is no place in front of that. I am writing below. Here I am writing is equal to k into k plus 1 into k plus 2 into k plus 3 divided by 4 plus k plus 1, k plus 2, k plus 3. What we can take common? K plus 1, k plus 2, k plus 3 common in the bracket, k by 4 plus 1. Now take the LCM. LCM is 4. It is k plus 1, k plus 2, k plus 3, k plus 4 divided by 4. Next, k plus 1, it is k plus 1 plus 1, k plus 1 plus 2, k plus 1 plus 3 divided by 4. Now wherever k plus 1 is there, if you write as a n, we are getting n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3 divided by 4. Therefore, the result is true for n is equal to k plus 1. Write down last conclusion, that is the result is true for n is equal to 1. Next, the result is true for n is equal to k implies the result is true for n is equal to k plus 1 for all n belongs to n. See, is the sum is very simple or what? Yes. Moving to the next question, the next similar question I will give you as a homework. It is exactly similar to this fourth one. In the fourth one, we have 1 into 2 into 3. Now, in the next homework question, we have only 1 into 2. That is, sixth one is a homework. 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 3 into 4 plus continuation n into n plus 1 is equal to n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 divided by 3. This is a homework question. Yes. Moving to the next one, that is the fifth question. 1 into 3 plus 2 into 3 square plus 3 into 3 cube plus continuation plus n into 3 raised to n is equal to 2n minus 1, 3 raised to n minus 1, n plus 1 plus 3 whole divided by 4. See, n plus 1. Now, the first and second steps are very simple. In the first step, we have to prove that the result is true for n is equal to 1. For n is equal to 1, see what is the left side? It is 1 into 3 is 3. What is the right side? 2n minus 1 into 3 raised to n plus 1 plus 3 divided by 4. Wherever n is there, we are replacing it by 1. It is 2 into 1 is 2, 2 minus 1, that is 1. 3 raised to 1 plus 1 plus 3 divided by 4. 3 raised to 1 plus 1 is 3 square. 3 square is 9. 9 plus 3, 12. 12 divided by 3 is, 4 is 3. Left side is also 3, right side is also 3. Therefore, LHS is equal to RHS. The result is true for n is equal to 1. Next, what is the second step? Again it is very simple. We are assuming let us assume that the result is true for n is equal to k. So, in the given problem, wherever n is there, we are replacing it by k. This is the second step. Now, the third step. Third is also very simple. If you remember that concept, one important concept I gave, by adding k plus 1th term. That means we have to write the last term of left side, and wherever k is there, we are replacing it by k plus 1. It is 1 into 3 plus 2 into 3 square plus 3 into 3 cube plus continuation plus k into 3 raised to k plus k plus 1 into 3 raised to k plus 1 is equal to 2k minus 1 into 3 raised to k plus 1 plus 3 divided by 4 plus k plus 1 into 3 raised to k plus 1. So, here I am not taking common. Before common I will take the LCM. 2k minus 1, 3 raised to k plus 1 plus 3 plus 4 into k plus 1 into 3 raised to k plus 1 divided by 4. See, in the first and the third term, what you are observing? In the first and third term, we have 3 raised to k plus 1 as a common. Please note down, in the first and third term, 3 raised to k plus 1 common, in the bracket 2k minus 1, it is 4 into k plus 1, and this 3 is independent, it is not connected with anywhere. So, write down as it is. Now, remove the bracket. This is 3 raised to k plus 1 in the bracket 2k minus 1 plus 4k plus 4 plus 3 divided by 4. 3 raised to k plus 1, 2k plus 4k is 6k plus 3 plus outside 3 upon 4. So, what we can take common in the bracket? We can take 3 common in the bracket. 3 raised to k plus 1 into 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are plus 3 divided by 4. And see, these two terms 3 raised to k plus 1 into 3, they are in the form of a raised to m into a raised to n, that is a raised to m plus n. 3 raised to k plus 1 plus 1, and you know that everything should be in the form of k plus 1. Here k coefficient is 2, so adjust this number as a 2. Understood? 2 minus 1 is 1, and you can take 2 common, and after taking common it becomes k plus 1. This is 3 raised to k plus 1 plus 1 in the bracket 2 common in this underlined terms plus k plus 1 minus 1 plus 3 divided by 4. Now, wherever k plus 1 is there, if you write n, what is the answer? 3 raised to n plus 1 in the bracket 2n minus 1 plus 3 divided by 4. You can write it as 2n minus 1, 3 raised to n plus 1 plus 3 divided by 4. That is the required. Go back and see, that is the required result. Therefore, actually below you have to write, there is no place here, I am writing here. The result is true for n is equal to k plus 1. That means what we proved? The result is true for n is equal to 1. Next, the result is true for n is equal to k. This implies the result is true for n is equal to k plus 1 for all n belongs to n. Understood? Don't mix with this. There is no place, that's why I wrote here. Sixth one already I gave as a homework, and that example I will not solve because it is exactly similar to the fourth one. Now I am giving you seventh is a little bit tough. So that's why I am not giving seventh as a homework. I am giving you eighth as a homework. Eighth one is a homework. In the next class, I will start with this homework sum. Eighth, then I will move to the seventh one because as I told you, little bit twist it is. Eighth question is a homework. 1 into 2 plus 2 into 2 square plus 3 into 2 cube plus continuation plus n into 2 raised to n is equal to n minus 1, 2 raised to n plus 1 plus 2. So this is similar to the sum just now whatever we completed, it is exactly similar. Only thing the numbers are a little bit different. So try this. In the next class I will start with this homework sum only.